his full ride in. Big was really full of himself in the warm-up. He was just hopping around, and he was just having a blast. Wouldn't want to slow down. He didn't want to slow down into the trot. He just wanted to canter and canter and canter. So I let him just kind of work himself out. So I'm gonna get on. Flex him. Let him know I'm up here. Because it seems like when I get on, it's like he almost forgets that I'm up there when I flex him, and that's kind of when he spooks. So I want to rub on him and let him know I'm there. And ask him to flex this way. And ask him to come back and flex that way. And we're just going to do flexing for a little bit. Sorry if you can hear the running back and forth in the background. It's my dogs. So then I go straight off and ask him for a walk because he wasn't as tense as he was the day before. So if I have to keep his rides 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 6 minutes, and him not blow up, I'm going to keep doing short rides for a couple of days to gain his confidence. So here I'm just making sure if I turn him, is he going to spook? Because he does sometimes spook when I turn him or when rain stop him. So I'm just kind of checking with him to see how he's feeling about that today. Excuse my voice. So I'm just loving on him while he's walking to see if he can handle it. Because if you guys noticed a couple of days ago when I petted him while he was going forward, he couldn't handle it and he'd stop. So I asked him for a trot. And I wanted to do 1 lap each way of trot. Or a half a lap if I could. And ask him to back. Just because he was much calmer than he has been the previous days. He was still a little tense, but it wasn't like as bad as the other day where I could feel it. You know, I can feel some, but it's not a massive amount of tense. If that makes sense. So again, working on circles for a second. I always try to go back to that common ground that he understands and that he's comfortable with. So here I'm asking him to trot this way. He's really ignoring, so I'm just kind of pressing my heels in when I kick. Again, I'm in tennis shoes. My shoes are worn out. So I would not try this at home. I made sure people knew I was out there doing this, just in case. So I want another trot lap. Here I'm asking. You can see him try right there, and then he gives out and says no. So it's right there where he spooked right there. I messed up. I kicked, and then I held, and then I kicked and I held, and he ignored. And my foot accidentally slid back and smacked him right in the flank, and that's why he spooked right there. So I just made him walk a couple circles, made him kind of realize that, you know, it's not going to consistently happen. It was an accident, and then we just went on with the ride. And asked for that trot again, and there he gave it to me. He doesn't hold it for as long as I want, but he does go back into it. So there I just decided to pull him in and say good job. And go back and do some flexing for a little bit. He's kind of heavy, but he's getting better. I'm not having to yank his head around. Like right there, I had to yank it a little bit, but it's not like it was. And asking him to back up a little bit. Right there, he lifts his head up and braces, so I just pull down and hold. And then he takes a couple steps and I love on him. So here I'm holding him in because there's an airplane going overhead and he does spook at those. So instead of setting him up for failure, I'm going to keep him in. And also my grandma's feeding her dogs. She's banging on the cans and that scared him as well. So instead of letting him have his head and letting him blow up right now when I know he's going to freak out about it, I'm just going to keep his head in until I feel him relax. And when he relaxes, I'm just going to get off, walk him forward, and then get back on and flex him to let him know it's okay, and he doesn't have the option to freak out. Right there, he's worried. Now he's kind of relaxed. He's like, okay, it's not so bad. So after the banging stopped and the airplane went overhead, I get back on. So normally I wouldn't have gotten off, but he was just really tense right there if you've seen when I got off. So I just kept his head in for a little bit, got off, walked him forward, and got right back on. And we just did some flexing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.